Welcome back to the Unison Raid YouTube channel. My name's Liam, and today we're starting our fourth stream on Whatnot. So I'd like to run through essentially the numbers behind it, what we're doing, the format, and all of that. So let's get right into it. Long story short, we're essentially doing a surprise set with 37 dips. The auction started at $1. The items, the way that we're breaking them down is essentially 2 Mega Evolutions blister packs. So these are check lane blisters. And then we're pairing essentially a slab and rock hard mystery of 10 quantity. The last portion of this dip is 5 chance of getting 2 packs of Mega Symphonia and then 20 quantity of 1 pack of Mega Symphonia. So essentially we have 37 dips total. This calculator here just runs over the cost of the items. So what that looks like is you have the Whatnot percentages, the payment fees or processing fees, transaction fees. So in order for us to hit like totally clear on everything, we have to be doing about $300 in revenue or $8.20 per dip, which would net us about $11 profit. Now that I've shown you guys a bit of an overview of what that looks like, this is our setup. We have 2 blister packs. I'll add another one there shortly. Mega Symphonia, totally sealed. Individual cards, we have Charizard GX from Detective Pikachu, Gyarados EX, Dragonite GX, Eternus VMAX, Aggron EX, I forget his name, and then Marco, I believe, Team Rocket, something Bonnet, and Loudred, and then a Pikachu EX PSA 9, which is a nice slab pickup for somebody here. Worth about $35, $40 if I'm not mistaken. So essentially, all of this stuff is, well, I have to add an additional blister here, but all of this stuff is part of the stream and surprise set tonight. Again, this is our 4th, so we'll see how well this does. But yeah, ultimately pretty nervous here because if we don't hit that $300, we're in the negative. And naturally, we want to make sure that we're totally profitable for tonight to keep going. Even if we hit like $250 or $200, it would be a little bit of a loss, but ultimately, the closer we can hit to that break-even point and ultimately profitability, the more we can keep bringing in these like awesome surprise sets every single time we stream. In addition to that, I would like to start streaming on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Originally started out with just Fridays and Sundays because that's the availability that I had. But now Alex is back from China, so I might have a little bit of help picking up products and streaming as well. So yeah, keep posted here. I'll clue in after the stream so we can look at the numbers and how this all went tonight. All right, guys, just finished the 4th stream, and oh my God, we got absolutely rinsed. I think the total value I mentioned on the screen before when I was showing the Google Sheet was about $260, $280 in value. But in order for us to like hit profitability, we'd have to do anything over $300, and we did not do that. We did like $173.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this is Alex.
I'm back from China.
Back from China. Yeah, 4th stream. So I now have a feel for like how these things should be running, the energy, the value. So like maybe it was a little bit gutsy to put $260 of value of stuff on the 4th stream. One of my biggest mistakes that I made today is I didn't have an upcoming stream scheduled. So for whatever reason, I did have it automated. So it was supposed to have the automated stream show up from today, from last week, but it wasn't pre-scheduled. So I think that affected the viewership. At most, by the end, we had like 8 people in the stream, but realistically it was about 4 or 5. So 2 or 3 concurrent viewers roughly throughout the whole stream. But honestly, at the end of the day, we lost money, probably about $100, $150. But for us, like coming from 3D printing where, you know, it took a month, 2 months for us to be successful on Etsy, and Etsy, like, I don't know what the hell happened. We didn't get a payout for 2-3 months, and they owed us like $4,000. So I'm happy that Whatnot, you know, we're able to build a community so far. We've had a couple viewers like Chestera, Rob that have come in a couple times, and I'm really appreciative to already start building that community. And hopefully at some point, you know, YouTube starts lending into that as well.
That'd be great.
Yeah. But I just want to show you guys a couple of the polls that we had today. So Fudat, one of the buyers that came in, he was super lucky. He pulled the Latios, the Pikachu EX that we've had, and 2 blisters. So I can't recall how much he paid for all this, but knowing that Latios is like a 76.
I think the Latios covers the whole bag.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm sure he spent like, you know, $65, $70, but just considering that one pickup, absolutely covered it. So all in all, what I've learned, surprise set's a lot of fun. I enjoy opening up packs, especially if the value's there for the buyer, and you know, they're bidding like $5, $6, and then that's covering our basis if we can get it up to like $7, $8 if our product cost is like $260. If we can get it up to those values and have enough viewers coming in, then that absolutely covers things. But yeah, we can only keep that going for so long. So at the end of the day, we absolutely got rinsed today, but you know, that's sort of the name of the game. I'll show you guys kind of what our setup looked like. You know, we were doing the pack openings, of course, here in the center. We had a couple pieces of feedback today. So one, I had a hard time opening up the Japanese packs. So one viewer was like, hey guys, you know, you have to open it up on screen because, you know, naturally people don't want to be scammed. So yeah. I was like, screw it, I'm just going to rip out the scissors, and I was scissoring everything up. Makes me a little nervous, but I'd rather do that than like people think that we're, you know, trying to scam them or something. One thing we should have been doing is like, as the stream's ending, even if we only had a couple concurrent viewers, is to raid another stream so that when we're rating that stream, we get a shout out. So say if someone has like 20 or 30 viewers in that stream and they're like, oh, hey, like Unison Raid is rating us, naturally we get a call out. And if we do that 1 time, 2 times, and we keep double downing on that same streamer, then maybe at the end of the day, we'll get a little bit of like name awareness or like channel awareness.
Unison Raid wasn't raiding, dude.
Yeah, Unison Raid. We didn't raid, which is crazy. So
absolutely wild.
Yeah, I mean, that's my mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, like, keep in mind, both of us are like so new to the whole streaming culture.
Yeah.
We're unks.
Yeah. I don't really watch Twitch.
Yeah,
I occasionally watch like YouTube Live, but all of this, especially like auctioning off, is totally new to me. But number one win for me was that we had Rob show back up, we had Chester show back up, which was super awesome, and then we had 2 new viewers, Minnow as well as Hoodat was the one that like bid a bunch, but he got great value. You know, hopefully at the end of the day, if we're providing value and, you know, they show up back up for our future streams, that's like a total win for me. So yeah, anyway, that's the result, guys. I'll make sure to show all the numbers on this screen when I'm going over this stuff, so you have some reference as to what we're doing. And our next stream is going to be on Wednesday this coming week, Wednesday the 5th, if I'm not mistaken, at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. So yeah, we'll see you guys there then, and I'll make sure to go over all the numbers prior to that stream as well. So peace.